today we're going to be doing our first impressions on all of these bikes. Just so everyone is aware right away, this is my first time on any type of off-road or single track ever. Alright, first thing I notice getting on this bike is it's tall. I'm 6'4". I can flat foot both sides fairly easy. The seat is not comfortable at all. Oh my god, so this is what they mean by single track, huh? I'm in second gear, by the way. Holy cow! Maybe I should start using the back brake. It's almost like the trail just guides you. Like you don't have to... What I need to do is loosen up on the handlebars. I think I'm gripping too hard. Oh! Throttles are really touchy. I feel like you got to be on the clutch almost a bunch so you don't give it too much power. Okay, so it's throttle's very touchy in every gear. Trying to do that stand-up thing for those didn't really work. Holy cow, brother. This is very different from regular motorcycling. You have to look basically straight down in front of you. This guy is up ahead of me, is standing up a lot. These pegs feel huge. The pegs feel super supportive. Okay, standing up on this, I'm way too tall for this. 6'4", standing up, I'm basically bent straight over, so. Right. Beta 350 4-stroke. Made in Italy. Second try, here we go. Okay. This power already seems a lot more manageable than the 390. The 390 had a ton of power. So much power. This 350 feels way better. I don't know if it's I'm a little bit more experienced already. Probably not. But the 390 felt so powerful. Definitely too much for me. Okay, how do you really got to lean with this to try to get those tight turns. Alright, that's where I dove it last time. At least we didn't do it again. That's where I just took it. Why is this bike not shifting? It's like I can't get out of first in this bike. I was before. He said to stay off the seat as much as you can, but that's going to take a little bit of work. Alright. Throwing that foot out there a little bit. Alright. Maybe. I'm sure my form is horrendous if anyone's behind me. I like this 350 way more than the 390. It's just more manageable. I gotta start using this back brake more. Alright, I was able to go through that a little smoother. Oh, that front brake is tight! Uh-oh. Being a big guy and trying to stand up on these bikes is not easy. This guy's friggin' flying! These bikes are definitely a lot heavier than or the weight, you can feel the weight a lot more than the same CC bike on the street. I don't know what's up with this shifting, bro. This shifter gets stuck in first, trying to shift up even into neutral. Holy cow! So just let off the throttle and it handles itself. Oh, okay. Alright, the Beta 250 two-stroke, 250 RR. This one feels way lighter. Oh my god, it says no engine braking. Where's the back brake? You can't even find the back brake on these things. Yeah, there is no engine braking at all in this bike. I can see where people develop bad habits riding dirt bikes. Okay. Much better than the first two times. God, this is uncomfortable. Alright, we ate a little bush there in the helmet. No big deal. Kids trailing it still seems pretty difficult. Don't judge. Oh my god. I'm trying to get this down. Okay, calm it down a little. Almost hit that tree. Whoa. You got to be on your toes on this kind of riding. Feeling better though. I like this one a lot so far. Oh, bro, the shifting lever is nowhere to be found. This one seems like it's going to stall out a lot sooner than the 4-strokes. All right. I think so far I still like the 350 better. 4-stroke. This is all right. Biggest thing with these bikes is you can't find the brake lever or the friggin' shifting lever at all. The 250 RR was pretty good. I still think I like the 350 4-stroke better. It was a little bit more comfortable. 250 was like, just felt like a little stick. Very thin, very hard. So, I think this is a 300. Yeah. 300 trainer. This is the XTrainer 300 2-stroke. Low end power so far. Really smooth. How are you supposed to shift with these stupid little levers? Okay, this one's... The power delivery on this is the best so far, for me. It feels beginner friendly for sure. No engine braking. Doesn't feel like there's much engine braking at all. Just like the 200 I just rode, 250 RR. Alright, we're gonna try taking the same... Ow, I'm burning my leg. Yeah, this engine's... You can feel the heat on the engine much more significantly on this bike than any other bike. Oh, okay, that's a tighter turn than I was expecting. You really gotta lean these bikes to get that little drift thing. I'm leaning back, that's the thing. I don't think you're supposed to lean back. How is that even part of the course, bro? Someone's gonna smash into that tree. Kind of like that. I can see why people wear MX boots, bro. Wearing regular boots, this is sketchy. I feel the most comfortable on this bike. Oh my God, I just need to learn how to lean. Whew! That wasn't the best recovery. Yeah, no engine braking at all. Gotta be careful about dragging that back brake. Oh my God, dude, no engine braking on these 2-strokes. I like to go high here. Almost took a nice ride on when I went low last time. I was leaning my leg up against that fat two-stroke pipe. No wonder my leg burnt a little. Dude, it's like playing a friggin' game trying to find the back brake on this bike, on any of these bikes. Dang, I guess when in doubt, throttle out, right? Thank you, Alex. Wow, I just skidded my whole foot across the ground while I was on the peg. This bike probably is lower than some of the other bikes. I like this one and the 350 so far. This is the 480 4-stroke. Big bike. These are all uncomfortable. I like this so far. This is way better than the 390. 390 wants to break my neck. It's so snappy. Engine braking is a nice relief on this bike compared to the 2-strokes I just rode. Oh, but this is not as light. I was able to flick that one right over on the 2-stroke. Yeah, 2-strokes, much lighter. You can tell right away. But this, you could just leave this in second. And the engine braking will help a lot. Jeez, get someone right on me. How is he standing up in these corners and stuff? I can't tell, he's gone. Jeez, I like this more than the 390. The fact this is a kid's trail shows my skill level. Oh, back slid out a little bit. All right, just get it back a little bit. The power delivery when you're just trying to just ride like that was, felt great. Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna pull that clutch a little more often, I guess. It's like the bike wants to leave me behind sometimes, like I'm sliding off it. Go this way. All right, this one feels a lot like the 350 so far. I like this. It feels lighter than the 390 and the 480. It feels a lot like the 350. Alright, this might take the lead in first place. I wasn't even going to ride this bike. I assumed it was just going to be like the 480. Oh yeah. If you're new like me, you just gotta take your time. Don't feel rushed. The people behind you, just take your time, especially on the more difficult parts. This is not easy. Oh, the back almost slipped out from under me there. Oh yeah, I like this. It's like, whoop. Well, okay, I guess we're gonna go off-road for a bit. Oh my God, it's got a ton of power. Oh. Holy moly. Oh! I just jerked that front brake, but it actually saved me from a crash. I was going into that tree, no doubt. Engine brakes on the 4-strokes are the way to go. Finished 6 test rides here at Beta Racing Demos at, I believe, Stokes, and it was a great day. Some things to note about the day. This is a legitimate sport. I did not expect to be this tired. Some of the muscles that I use today I haven't used in quite a while, obviously. Difference between 4-stroke and 2-stroke, my first time ever really seeing a difference. I've never ridden a 2-stroke before. The 2-strokes they don't have as much power low end. They have a lot of high end power, and the 4-strokes have a more consistent power band. The 2-strokes with that fat pipe on the right hand side did get me a little bit on my right calf. This was a lot more difficult than I was expecting. I didn't think this was going to be as technical. I didn't really know what single track was. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. So I was expecting to go a little bit faster, more consistently, but I think this track was actually really good. When I got onto my 4th, 5th, and 6th ride, I started to really get a little bit more comfortable. First 2 rides, 3 rides, I was just trying to figure everything out. First time off-road, first time on this track, so I think overall it went really well. Now time for the rankings. In last place, we have the 4-stroke 390, and this might be surprising to some of you, but in my opinion, as a new rider, this bike was too heavy, too snappy, and wanted to go way too fast the whole ride. In 5th place, we have the 480, where I liked it better than the 390 because the power delivery was a little bit smoother in the low. It didn't want to just take off all the time, but it was very heavy, and I feel like I didn't even really touch any of the engine. So as a beginner rider, it's low on the list for me. For advanced riders, it would probably be a lot higher. 4th place, we have the 2-stroke 250RR, and I thought it was nice. The power was good. It was very light. It was very maneuverable. The only thing is, it was just a little bit small. So that brings us to 3rd place, which would be the 300 2-stroke RR, and it was everything that 250 was, but a little bit bigger, a little bit more comfortable. So that's really the only difference between those two. And now we have 1st and 2nd place, and in 2nd place we have the 350 RR, and that was at the top of my list all day until I just did the last ride on the 430. These bikes, the 350 and the 430, both felt very similar, except the 430 was a little bit bigger, didn't feel any heavier, a little bit more powerful, but not uncontrollable. As someone whose first day on dirt, 350 was great, the 430 was great. It was just a little bit better in every category, I think. And I was ready to leave and just mark the 350 as number one. And someone convinced me to try the 430. So I did, and I'm glad I did. Number one is the 430. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to see me test ride a bike similar to this, a Supermoto, click the video right here. If you want to see me test ride other street bikes, click this playlist right over here.
Rapping when they all want me to sing on. They all want an album, so I gave them 20 singles.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hit, that's why I